Hello and welcome to the PM Show, your weekly roundup of what's new and going on in the PM world. How are we doing this morning, gentlemen? We all good?
Fine, thank you very much. I can't see because the sun's shining through the blinds and it's very bright today. Well, it has been all week, hasn't it?
It was cooking yesterday. When me and Matt did the live show yesterday, I must admit, it was a bit warm. It was melting.
I've got bare knees.
Yes, that's too much info at this time of the morning. As I say, it was a bit of a hot and sticky night last night. I think the house was saying it never got cooler than 24 degrees. So, yeah. Windows open, fan on all night. As Matt was pointing out, it's all right. But the trouble is, you get blown to bits. And then obviously you got the noise of the fan. And then because you got the curtains open to let the air through, you get woken up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
So, not good. But it's warm already and I have my fan going. And there's Matt in a T-shirt and a hoodie, look. Yeah. In the mushroom factory at the back.
It's cold. Well, it's not cold. It's pleasant, shall we say, in this back office. It's nice. It is warm outside, though. You step out into the outside that shutter door, and it's lovely, to be honest. But yeah, it's always nice and cool in this back office. Hence why hot days is nice to relocate into here.
Yeah. Well, the trouble is, you've got that shutter door. Acts like a giant radiator when it's shut. Just radiating the heat through the inside very nicely. So it sits there in the sun baking. So,
I think because the sun's always on the front, it never gets to, anyway. It's just how it comes round.
Yeah.
It just never gets warm here anyway. So it's quite a. I wouldn't like to be in the units opposite.
No.
Because it's blisteringly hot on an afternoon at the front, and I mean really hot because obviously it's just directly on us. But obviously, I presume the other units opposite get a bit toasty on a
bit warm.
A bit warm in the day. Yeah. Always go next door because they've got air conditioning.
Oh, they're posh next door. Stand next door. Go round for a chat and a cuppa. Yeah, that's it.
That's all right. Can't complain, to be honest.
It's all right. It's going to rain here next week, which will be good because we've had literally about 2 hours of rain here, not even heavy, since I think they were saying it was, whatever it was, May the 9th, May the 10th.
Well, it rained the other day.
Yeah, but we didn't have that much. It wasn't enough to fill my water butts. Got me 3 water butts and literally got a quarter of a fig of water out of them. It was like, is that it? I was hoping to have full water butts. Can't keep using the hose pipe. Next door will get upset. Their water bill's through the roof. Anyway, all good. So should we have a look at new arrivals? Because we've got some tasty products. We're just about seeing behind Matt there as well.
Yeah.
A few new bits in. So first up, we've got the much anticipated Land Rovers. So these are Series 2As from AK's own kits, and they are licensed as well, which is nice. So you've got 3 flavours down in here. We've got the Wrecker, the recovery type, which is very good, like that one. We've also got the normal roofed back one as well. Very nice as well. And then last up, we've got a little soft top version.
Soft top version.
A rag roof, as we call it in the trade. So it's a rag top. So very nice as well. Again, I'm surprised it's taken this long because we've seen bits of Land Rovers around, haven't we? Because obviously, who did the other ones? Ravel's done the Series 3.
Tamiya and Italeri did the 109 series, didn't they? And then obviously the Defenders and stuff, like the Hobby Boss one I built. But they were obviously militarized versions. We're really good at these as civil ones as well as I think there's quite a few
different versions.
Different versions on. If you want to do BAE, RAF bomb disposal, Jordanian Army one, 6-day war, British European Airways, Israeli Defence Force, British European Airways one in red, and then Israeli Defence Force again. So. Yeah, there's a few. I don't know what's in the Wrecker. I can see the Wrecker going on over there, and it's like a green, a yellow, and a blue one.
Right.
I don't know about the soft top. I've not seen that. I've not seen that yet. But
they come in Land Rover green. None of them.
Well, blue. You've got to that blooming horrible blue they do them in.
Yes. So, but no, as a bit of a Land Rover fan, and having owned the Series 1 many moons ago as well, I must admit I'm quite a fan. It's nice to see the short wheelbase ones. As I say. Most of the other ones all done the long wheelbase ones.
Yeah.
It's nice to see the short wheelbase ones out there. And it would be nice if somebody would do me a nice Series 1 86-inch that I used to own. It would be very nice indeed. So,
can't you convert one of those into it?
I could convert one of that. No, you can't really.
No, you can't. Can you?
No.
It's completely different, isn't it?
Chop a bit back off the end and...
Yeah, slice a bit underneath it off, and no, not really. No, there's too many differences on that. I used to love my Land Rover. It was good. It was one of those things. I know we all used to talk about how you could work on your car, but when you've owned a Land Rover, you can really work on your car because you can dismantle it with a 13mm spanner, half-inch spanner and a 10mm. That's all you need. It's great.
There's not many people who say Land Rover and good in the same sentence, is there?
Yeah, because you haven't owned one. It's the love. Everyone racks on them for being what they are. But I must admit, this true story. I was moving house in a thunderstorm 20 odd years ago now. And my Series 1, the alternator had gone. So I crank started it because you could. So literally crank started it and it still made it, dying on its death with no alternator. And I still managed to travel about 300 miles. So,
I've been in quite a few because the British Army used to run on Land Rovers, didn't they? So
yes, that's it. And they used to wreck them all. It used to be that thing. Oh, go to the military sale and get one. Unless it's the communication vehicle, they're worse than police cars because they've just been ragged their entire life. So it's not mine. Drive it like you stole it. Yeah. So it was the communications ones we always used to try and get because they didn't go proper off road and they were driven carefully because of all the gear in the back. So, but those are very few and far between. But it used to be like, I bought an ex-military one. You're like, oh god.
Hey, they get well serviced though in the military.
Yeah, but it's broken. That's why it gets serviced a lot because they break it all the time.
That's what they're for, to be used. They're Series 3s, aren't they?
Yes, but it would have been. Yes,
like the 109 series. Is...
Yes, the 109.
Oh yeah, they used all board, didn't they?
But they used them all from the Series 1 back in the day.
Yeah.
Yes, mine was 1956. It was built. It would have been coming up for a total proper classic now. But no,
are they running
very
around in
nice.
discos now? Fully loaded Discoveries, are they?
I don't know what they're using these days. Proper modern versions.
I know somebody who they were using Toyota Land Cruisers.
Yes.
I can't see where they got them from, but all Toyota Land Cruisers. But yeah, obviously, move on.
It's the old saying, though, isn't it? Is they say in Australia, isn't it? If you want to go out into the outback, right, you take a Land Rover. If you want to go out to the outback and back, you take a Land Cruiser. That was always the saying. So, yes. Because they do have a habit of breaking down. That's why they're so easy to fix.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Anyway, it's really nice to see them. I must admit, quite excited. Matt's going to send me one down for review. So we'll have a nice look at it. I'm really hopeful that they might extend the series a little bit as well. It would be nice if they moved it around the different ones like they usually do.
I think they're concentrating on, because they've done that Toyota, haven't they? They've done a proper FJ, whatever it is, isn't it? That one, and now they're doing a little Land Rover. So I think they go through things that have been made into technical.
Yeah, it is. It's the technical series.
Or derivatives. I don't know where they're going after that. What else did they used to use?
Well, Hiluxes, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hilux. Meng did the Hilux.
I was going to say Meng did a Hilux as a technical, didn't they?
Yeah. The old Mitsubishis as well, isn't they? I don't know. Like I say, I think it's a proper British classic, shall we say, a Land Rover. I'm not a fan of them, but it's still a cool bit of kit if you're into a more, and like I say, it's nice to see an earlier one.
The one good thing you can say about them is the body doesn't rust. Everything else does.
I beg to differ on that, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, you get that aluminium corrostive stuff that turns to dust.
Aluminium oxide,
Let's just say this bit here, this bulkhead.
The bulkhead, to be honest, if you don't know, the thing is with Land Rover, it's the bulkhead. And everybody hammer writes them because that's what you do. And they just rot inside out until you can literally just put your finger through it. So, and that's the trouble. So when you go looking for old ones, barn finds and stuff, you just literally just start tapping under the dash and see what pushes through. What's left of it. But no, it's very iconic. And as I say, as much as they are a pain in the ass and they do break a lot, they are very much fun to work on because you can get to everything, which is the other nice thing. Yeah. I remember my rear prop shaft, drive shaft, snapped. So, anybody else, you call out a recovery truck, wouldn't you? I've got the tools in the back. I must admit, I popped over B&Q for some circlip things, pliers, took it off, chucked it in the back, and then off we went. Just drove it on front wheel drive round to the garage. I said, "Oh, can you do new one of these, please?" And it was like, "Yeah." I didn't want it expensive either, and you can't do that with many cars.
Let's say at least you can still get old parts as well. Massive thing in these Volkswagens and stuff. There's massive parts and people do them. So that's if you can find one that's worth doing.
Yes, that's it. I must admit, I do have, as I say, I drive past it almost daily from our local Mike Harding Land Rovers down the road here, and he's got them all out the front. And it's that thing, I still do it every time. I just have to have a look, and it's like knowing full well I will regret it the minute I do it. So, but yes, it is
There's a chap
nice.
round the back for me. He's got a Jeep Wrangler, 4-litre Jeep Wrangler. That's quite nice when it trundles past. Then this way, it's got everything off it and everything. Yeah.
Although there's a thing about that, isn't it? You have to be a certain person to drive those.
What can you say?
Now that was what's it called? The ones with the humping rhinos. Suzuki's.
Oh, yeah. The Suzuki Rhino.
Suzuki Rhino. You don't see them much anymore, do you? And the other little one, the little Suzukis they used to do now that they jack them up and stuff, and they just tip up.
Yeah, the chimneys that used to just fall over going round roundabouts.
That'll be next. They might do a Suzuki Jimny or a Rhino.
It could be, yeah. They could do one of them.
Yeah, them bloody Rhinos. They used to be all over the shop in the mid-90s, didn't everybody had them? It was... They were a cool bit of kit.
Well, it's like that, and the other one as well to get if you were, because you couldn't afford a Land Rover, was to get a Fiat Panda 4x4, wasn't it? Because those things were mega. They would just go absolutely everywhere because there's no weight to them, so they never got stuck. They didn't sink into the mud. They just floated across the top.
Hey, I tell you what they might do, a Daihatsu 4-track.
Yes, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
There you go.
Imagine someone at AK at the moment with a notepad.
Yeah, they'll be watching this and going,
if you're watching this, is what you need. You need this list.
Daihatsu 4-track, Suzuki Jimny. I'm trying to think of, what I mean?
All the others.
There must be another one, somewhere.
Yeah. But
Nissan Patrol.
Yeah, Nissan Patrol. That was the one. Yeah.
There
Definitely. See, lots of options out there.
Yeah.
So, cool. Anyway, that's obviously up now. So, obviously, we have pre-orders on that one?
No.
We went straight in, didn't we?
We just went, yeah.
So anyway, we've got obviously all three of those. So if you want to grab any of those, you can do all the different versions, which are very nice indeed. The other big news as well, we've got the Val is in stock.
Yes, it is the Infinity Model.
It's the Stuka Zero, as I call it.
The Stuka Zero, yeah, I suppose. Yeah, that's one way of looking at it. It's not massive, is it? Well, bigger than that, but yeah. There we go.
So there we go. It's 1/32 scale as well. It's going to cost you £100, and it's Infinity models. Are they going to do the same as they usually do? Perhaps a little bit of aftermarket coming down the line for this? Do we know?
There is.
There is
already. There is. There is aftermarket sets out. We've just got the kits in. We can't get the aftermarket if anybody did want them. But no, at the minute we just ordered the kits. But yeah, it's a bit like the Eldiver and the Vampire. So yeah, there's upgrade sets coming.
Very nice indeed. So those ones are in stock now. Do we have a pre-order on them?
Yes, we did.
We did.
Yes.
So
bills have gone out, people, if you haven't paid already.
So keep an eye on your emails. So otherwise, Andy will be round your house in the small hours.
Yeah, of course. He'll be sending a reminder.
Yes, a personal reminder. The other one as well is the Vampire we spoke about. That's in stock now as well. So again,
I think that box art might want updating.
Yeah, well, no, that is the box art.
No, is that the proper box art? Is it?
No, do you want me to go and get you one?
Yeah,
we'll go and get one.
Go and get one so we can see the real box art.
It's everywhere.
Oh right, well that's the one they've obviously put out, and they thought, that'll be it. Hold on, we can get the updated box art for this.
Looking on one of our main suppliers, see what they've got up there.
Yes.
Got ABBA blasting out the radio with me.
Oh, is it? Oh, look, there we go. Okay, that's more classic.
That's strange.
I prefer our one, though, to be honest. Our one's more exciting. Look, there's a man running there with the chocks and the fog covers in his hand.
Chocks away.
Chocks away, old chap.
One of our suppliers has actually got that one, the grey one is the main one, and they've got that as the second one now.
Right, okay. So if you're wondering why your box looks different to ours...
it probably have changed by the time you see it. So.
Yeah, okay. It might have changed by the time you see it, by the picture of Matt. We're looking at the black and white one. So, yes. But yeah, so anyway, that one's in stock as well. So those have come in as well, and the rest of it is pretty much still what we had. So we got those, the lovely border models, no sections, Lancaster.
I'll bring one down as well.
Yes.
You can have a peruse.
We'll have a peruse of that. Matt's down with me next week, so we can have a peruse.
Peruse.
Are we doing the show next week from here then?
Yeah, I've got to bring all my crap with me, or just sit and watch you. Depends if what I can get in. And I've got to bring the cutter with me, the bloody foam cutter.
Yeah. Good job you got a big car. You put the seats down and everything, get it all in.
No, can't do that. It's new, not.
It's brand new. Have you still got the plastic on the seats? You still got the squares on the doors and everything.
Hey, anyway, we're going on a road trip.
So are we? Where are we going?
You need supplies to build your bases, so we can get the camera out and go trundle around Trago with the camera on, talk to ourselves like idiots.
Oh, right, okay, we could do that. I thought you said we were going to have to go up Dartmoor getting moss.
The art section.
When you said road trip, I was thinking something a bit more...
Well, exotic than Trago Mills over the road.
Well, we've got 5-minute drive to Trago. They could get pasties.
Yes, you can get your pasties over there.
Hey, I'm thinking Eddie, pasties, not bothered about Trago, pasties.
Yeah, that's what. I thought you meant we're going to have to go up to Dartmoor and get moss and that. They're a bit itchy about stealing moss. Weirdly.
Really?
Yes, they've got protected areas.
We've got one of the tours just to pick some grass.
Pick some grass, genuine Haytor grass.
Yeah. I want some genuine Tor soil.
Tor soil, yes. It'll probably be covered in sheep and pony poo.
You get a more authentic effect.
There's lots of rabbits up there too, so yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Anyway, so we'll be doing lots of that next week. The other thing as well, obviously, we've still got a lot of the Hasegawa stuff in. Obviously, these are really good prices on this one as well. We all got them a little bit cheap. So if you do fancy any one of those ones, as I say, some real classics down in there. The Stukas are really nice. So I've built the 32nd one. I've done the Viggen, which is very nice as well. We've done the Starfighter, and obviously we've done the F-14. So the only two I haven't done there is actually the Apache, because I couldn't find one. I wanted to build that, but I couldn't do it. So I ended up doing the Academy one and the B-25.
No, B-25 is a mega kit.
Yeah,
it's been reboxed how many times by Edard. So
Edard has done a job on it. Yeah,
it's by far the best in 70-second scale. That is by country mile, especially for that version as well. So
yeah, absolutely. And again, I call these the golden age of Hasegawa, and that's probably why Edard have done so many reboxings of them. So because they are absolutely fantastic with those particular ones.
Isn't that you open up and you still look at the quality of the plastic and how it is that nice.
Yeah,
it's
hard
plastic. It's buildable, isn't it? We were on about yesterday on our show, weren't we? Like, for building, on slide streams.
Yeah.
Hasegawa stuff's fantastic for it because it's like, take that and Tamiya because it's so uncomplicated. You're not there hours and hours of just building stuff you don't see.
No. Yeah.
Curbside, aren't they?
Curbside models, absolutely.
I'll tell you when we've done all this, but Hobby 2000's latest releases look all right, actually. I didn't realise. I found them yesterday. They look interesting.
Very nice. And we're not allowed to talk about them yet, then?
Yeah, you can talk about it. We'll talk about it when we've moved on.
So what are their latest releases then?
All right, we'll tell about it now. They're redoing 2 versions of the Academy Catalina. So a Pacific one and a European one.
Nice.
An ET, which I'm wondering if they're going to do a white one.
Yeah, do the coastal ones with the white and the grey.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And then obviously I presume you'll get the blue ones out in the Pacific. I don't know what scheme they're doing. And then I think they're doing the Dragon 72nd Yoo-Hoo, the owl.
Right. Yeah.
Then it's not a bad kit for its age. It's knocking on a bit now, but yeah, it's all right kit. But I think the Academy Catalina, that would be a nice kit.
Yeah, very nice.
That will be all right. That you should have still got a 32nd one for the XP8.
Yes, I should. But I've got your Catalina here, which is the thingy one, isn't it? The Revell one.
The Revell one's a good one.
That's the 48th one.
Yeah, you don't want to. That's a big aeroplane.
It is. Yeah, that's the thing.
The wingspan's huge, so 48th is more than big enough, isn't it? So.
I must admit, I love the idea of the HPH one, but that's a classic example of that it's too detailed to do it because you're going to lose it all. It's a fantastic model, unless you're going to cut it in half.
But they do that version where
they do the interior one, don't they?
Yeah. So I know, but that's what I mean. It's if you're gonna, it's got so much gorgeous detail on the inside that you can't close it up because you will literally lose it all. It's more like a museum piece where you could have it with just have it open.
Yeah.
You know, you can have it like Bovington.
It's split in half. You just see.
Yeah.
the half of it, and you can see all the interior inside of it, rather than like you said, closed up.
Yeah, by the old aircraft, and then you've not seen any of it.
You could display it like it did at Bovington with that tank which they cut in two, and it's like a V shape, isn't it? So you walk into it, so you can see all the bits as you go through. You need a little diorama display, but that would make it massive at this point. So, yes.
Is it Phil's birthday next? We'll have to all chip together.
No, he's lost it. He's done. He's had his present. He can, he's done.
Waits his 100, yeah.
No, actually, talking of that.
Matt's
that
next.
Hey?
It's Matt's next.
No, I'm
This
not.
big 50.
Andy's is next.
Mine was 6 years ago now.
I was going to say his next milestone's the big 60.
Yeah. I think just over 4 years away.
I've got a good few years to get to my big one yet.
Have you? I think not. You're right behind me, don't forget.
Hey, according to my hairdresser.
Oh. You still tell him everyone you're 39?
Yeah. I was going to say, you've lost for that Catalina, that half a Catalina where you obviously got all the interior and stuff. That's one of them you could find one of them hangy box of things to hang on your wall. It'd be a really good one, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like a display. So, anyway.
Very nice. Anyway, so we've got all of those ones down in there. And then popping back, we've got in our little special area. Obviously, we've still got the Phantoms. Probably still. Not many. But honestly.
Not many at all.
Somebody the other day was saying to ask me what my top 10 kits were or something. That kit would be in it somewhere.
Yeah.
You know? So definitely be one of those ones. And again, we've still got some of this very, very nice, very cheap, now that the prices are all correct after my lovely editing job last week's show. Do you know, we went from 58 minutes edited down to whatever it was, like
I saw it,
41. 38 minutes or whatever it was. That was after editing everything out last week. It was like, oh my God.
The price was right. It just didn't show it was on sale as that price.
That was it. So
it was.
But anyway, so we've got all this nice stuff down in here, some right bargains as well. The Hellcat, I've built it. There's a video build on it as well. And, as you say, for around about £10, £9 in some cases as well, it's an absolute no-brainer for your stash, really. Yeah,
these are limited as well. So,
yeah, definitely.
I don't know if we'll be able to get any more after this lot's gone. Like I say, so you'll have to see. Obviously, some of them's gone already, but yes.
Very nice indeed. So we've got all of those ones, and then obviously we've got these bits just down in here, which still a few things of kinetic kicking around and stuff like that.
Hanging around, aren't they?
Definitely. There's nobody building the old Gigant.
No, you could do one.
I'm very busy. Sorry, I'm fully booked.
We have sold some, but
Andy's built some second one. It's upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah, I was chucking.
No,
I did say that. I wanted to see if it would glide off the mezzanine level towards the packaging bit. We could have a big bit of styrene, all the little chip-ins, and see if I can get it in it.
I'd be surprised if it went over the railing without.
Just go.
Yeah, bonk. So yes. Anyway, so we've got all of those down in there. If you want to grab those, we've got a damage box section as well. Yeah. And again, this is getting a bit thin on the ground at the moment. We'll have to have a chat with some people.
Yes.
Keep trying.
Ian. Some very nice bits and pieces down in there if you want to grab those ones as well. Tamiya and some of the DM models. These are ex-review ones from me.
Yeah.
Some stuff down in there. Very, very nice indeed. And then last up down in here, we've had a new book out.
We have.
Have you got a copy there, Matt? There we go.
It's here, look. A book on a Goose Electric Canberra.
Yes.
And very nice book it is. A bit of a walk-around book. I don't want to flash too much because, you need to buy it. But got some nice pictures and...
Yes. So you can bring me some books down. I'll do reviews on them.
Well, no, they're not buying them. Actually, it's a nice book. It's a really nice book. It's obviously from Phoenix Publications, who do the rest of some of the books that we sell.
Yeah.
So you've got chapter 1. I'll read you the chapters.
Go on then.
You've got chapter 1, Canberra Development and Marks. Chapter 2, Bomber Development and Service. Chapter 3, Training and Specialised Variant. Chapter 4 is the Martin B57A. And then you've got colour side profiles, walkarounds, technical diagrams, and extra content. The book that keeps giving, it says underneath.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah, and I could read this. I want to read it to you.
I was going to say, it's like Jack and Ori, this.
The voice has just gone, hey?
It's like Jack and Ori.
It is, isn't it? Story time. The English electric camera is one of the classics of aviation history. And that's enough for today.
Yeah, more next week.
More next week. Yeah, tune in.
But yes, no, really nice aircraft. And to say, obviously, the derivative from NASA with the massive great engines is still flying today.
Yeah.
Still used today. NASA's got a couple of them, haven't they? I don't know if they've got. They've got 2 or 3. Got more than 2. I know that. I don't know how many they've got in total, but they've got a few.
Do you want me to have a look in the book?
So, but yeah, because I must admit, I was tracking it with the
Here's a
SpaceX
test for you.
heavy lift one.
What mark of ejection seat did it have?
I don't know. Is it a Martin Baker Mark
5?
3?
No.
No? What is it?
It says a Mark 1C here.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Apparently, don't forget how old this aircraft was. It's 50s, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Doesn't mean you have to keep the seat that long, Mo, does it?
It depends which one,
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to the navigator?
So he just waved the pilot goodbye.
Did the pilot just eject out and I'll see you later? I'm out of here. What? Because
make you wonder.
PRs.
Yeah.
The same with the Vulcan, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was that thing that the crew ejected, the rest had to bail out.
Yeah.
So if the bit where your pilot's gone, it's time to bail out.
From where exactly?
Well, at the bottom, I would have thought.
Well, we've been in that front end, didn't we, when we climbed in that one, and it was bloody tight.
Well, it did with 7 of us in it.
Well, I know that. But what's the Canberra crew? 2? 2, isn't it?
Well, the one we were in I didn't realise it had 3 abreast seating in the rear, wasn't it? So we had 3 abreast in the rear. You had the pilot and then a couple at the front, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So.
What about them in the rear?
Yeah, because it was 3 sit abreast in the rear.
That was one
it's
of
like
them
being
versions,
chauffeur driven. Yeah, it was. It's one of those.
That's
with a big glass front.
What about the PRs with the canopy on finger? Was that 2?
I think that's crew of 2. Yeah, because no, I've never done one. But it's the pilot and the navigator, isn't it?
Yeah.
Underneath, so in the nose section, because it opens up, doesn't it? The entire front opens up, and that's how it gets in and out. So it's weird, proper weird, that one.
It's a cool aircraft, though, isn't it? The Canberra. Where's your Canberra?
Mine. Well, do you want me to get the Dusty Devil down?
Might as well.
It's here. Hold on.
See
I can reach. Right, we dusted it off about a month ago, so it's probably only a couple of inches of dust on it now.
There we go. Look, Airfix's finest.
It's a bit of a tail sitter.
Yeah, what happened to the nose weight?
Well, the nose weight never made it in it. Clearly,
it failed.
As I say, when it used to be on display, the nose wheel was stuck glued to the floor. But yeah, cool big aircraft.
Yeah,
it is actually. It is a cool aircraft. The Canberra, isn't it?
Again, this is one of those kits which I'd love to redo because it's so basic that you could re-rivet it and really add the detail now. When I built this, I wasn't very good at riveting, or scribing, or modelling.
So what's changed then?
So yeah, I still like it now. But yeah, it'd be one of those I'd like to do again and add a bit of detail to it. But unfortunately, Airfix don't seem to release this kit. So I
don't know. That one came out actually last year. That one's only a couple of years ago. It was back out. It did. I don't know. I don't know if we sold many of them, to be honest. We did have it.
This has got a ton of nose weight in it. This weighs. This is heavy. I obviously did put it in, just clearly not enough.
I think it's a Canberra thing, isn't it? Anyway, Andy, show us your Spitfire before we carry on to
my Spitfire.
The orders. We want to see your colours. Now, I think that looks absolutely perfect, don't you?
That looks good to me. What colours did you use, Andy?
That's AK.
Chocolate.
AK Azure Blue.
Yes. Well, I haven't got that.
AK Azure Blue because I did watch some of your programme last night, yesterday.
Yeah.
Don't know that far out, does it?
Oh, no.
Is yours real colour or Gen 3?
Mine's Gen 3.
No.
Mine's real colour.
There you go. But they've got to be the same, aren't they? It's just the camera, just the lighting.
I haven't done mine yet.
Yeah.
He ain't done his.
And it's RF Middlestone and AK real colour and Dark Earth real colour.
To me that looks nice actually. That looks proper good.
That's proper milky chocolate.
So, I mean, it's fair, the engine's still...
Yes, that ICM call it. They call it chocolate chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, just to my eye, it just looked too dark, but...
Yeah, but you're going to weather it anyway, won't it?
Yeah, I know, yeah. I know,
yeah. Don't get bogged down.
No.
Anyway, modelling time over. So anyway, we've all got your books and pieces. So again, we haven't got a Falcon one. Is this going to be back in stock, or is it out of stock for a bit?
It's out of print.
It's out of print. Oh, that's
so by the time you see this, that'll be hidden. It'll be gone.
No, we'll leave it there. It looks good. So anyway, we've got all the ones down in there. So it's something we'd like to expand in the future. So keep an eye out on those areas. Tools, paints and stuff. We've had a restock of AK, haven't we?
AK's in, yeah. That's by the time hopefully you watch this, it will all be back in stock. So yeah, AK big order came in yesterday. That includes a load of there it is.
6 pages of it.
Six pages. There we go.
There's a lot of books in there as well for a pre-order. So the little learning series and the FAQs, whoever wanted them again. So you've been invoiced for those as well. So we'll be getting them out this week to you at some point. So that's it really. We are waiting on a Hobbyco order as well. So some XFs are coming back in. Still no LP 1, 2, 5 and 4, 5, whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, but 5, the black, semi-black.
Yeah, the black and the whites or when it is. But the XF should be back in, I think. I looked at many of them out, so and some other bits and pieces. So yes.
Yeah.
And no, can't bring you any of that down.
Yes. And that's the thing with LP colours. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is black, white, black, white, black, white.
Yeah. There's gloss, satin and matte in it.
Yeah.
So yes. I think we've only got 3 in, which is don't know if that's satin black or gloss black in it. I think it's gloss black 3.
3 is the is the flat black is 3.
Oh, flat black is it? So we ain't got
gloss is 1.
Right,
flat semi gloss is 5.
Yeah, I think LP9's out of stock, which is the clear coat because we've got loads on back order. So, but it's in. I don't know. We've not had it for a long time, so I've just when it turns up, it does. Everything else is actually pretty good on the LP range. I think we're all right for it, but it's just them initial top row.
Yeah,
not our fault.
No, unfortunately, that's said supplier.
So pre-orders.
Pre-orders. Again, really nice to see this one back. Me and Matt were talking about this one yesterday, but the half track is back, which has not been around for a while, and it's gone a bit silly on the old auction sites. We won't name eBay. But people have been paying quite a lot of money for this, I hear. So it's nice to see it's back at just £20. So, or £19.79. So actually, really nice kit. Classic Tamiya. We often talk about classic Tamiya. This is proper classic Tamiya. Really nice kits. Not massively overcomplicated. Go together really well. As I say, the only one I've done is the M16 one, the gun truck, the anti-aircraft one, which again, really straightforward, nice build.
So I built the top one, and I'm going to be revisiting one of them when they're back out. I think I can't decide whether to the M18 or is it an M16 or an
M16? Yeah,
M16. Sorry, or the top one. I don't know. I'm gonna have a look, but for the price, it's peanuts at 20 odd quid. Or I know we've got it up for a bit less, but even retail, it's cheap.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a proper classic because we were on about the comparison. So Dragon's done a version of the all 3 of them. I think Dragon did one, and I bet we've had them in the past, and you'll be touching 70 odd quid for them nowadays.
Yeah.
No, Dragon. I know you get a load of goodies and stuff, and it's a more refined kit. And then obviously got the AFV Club M16, and they're doing some other version with a big gun on the back, and they're retailing at 75 as well. But this is, like I say, it's just an absolute classic. It's typical Tamiya.
I take it with the mortar one down here, we get the crew as well. The mortar crew.
You do,
yeah, I would thought so. You get what's on the box, yeah.
Yeah.
Might want to update the crew a little bit.
Sure you do with all of them, to be honest with you.
They do. I think they definitely
get
the
the
quad.
figures at the top.
Yeah, with the quad, you definitely get the figures for that as well.
Yes, you get for that, but I don't think you do for the top one.
You do?
Right.
Yeah.
You should.
Do you?
When I built it, you got all the figures.
All right, it doesn't say anything on the box, you see. It didn't say anything on the gump we got, so that's why. Oh, no, sorry, no, you do three figures. Sorry, you do, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a driver and a few in the back or something, if I remember. I don't know, it's like a very long time ago I built that top one, but yeah, I mean, to be fair, the figures are, probably...
They're good for people like me.
Yeah, I think...
You can't paint figures. It's great.
No, yeah, I think you can get better figures now that do a better job, to be honest.
Matt could do a M3A2 with a Jeep, driving through a French village with loads of Germans around it doing Kelly's Heroes.
Yeah.
I thought Kelly's Heroes was set in Italy.
Even Italy then. Was it Italy?
Was it? It was, wasn't it? Kelly's Heroes set in Italy.
Was it Italy? I don't know.
I thought it was France.
Is it France? I don't know. I've never seen it.
No, I'm pretty sure it's France. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's France, yeah.
You've never watched Kelly's Heroes?
Never.
Oh my God.
No.
And I thought my other half was bad. Even she's seen that.
I know Clint Eastwood's in it and Donald Sutherland.
Yeah, fantastic.
And
sing along to all the songs.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever.
I need to send you the.
Have I still got the soundbite? I think I've still here.
Come on, negative way.
We can't hear it.
Have a little faith, baby. Have a little faith.
No, we can't hear that. No,
they can't hear that. But I've still got the sound.
Now you're going to be copyrighted for playing that.
That must be one of the best war films ever.
It is. It's a funny film. It's good.
I'm sure I thought it was set in Italy. It's the bank robbery one in it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's France.
It's Italy in it.
I always thought it's France.
Because
I haven't seen it for donkey's years, but it's very warm wherever they are. But I assumed it was France.
But when they first meet up, when it's all like, it all starts kicking off, well, originally, that's Normandy, isn't it? Just after Normandy landings.
I don't know. For something in my head, I thought it was like some banking, because the thing with some German tank crew to go and blow a bank and rob it.
Yeah.
I thought it was in Rome. I thought it did it in.
Famously, it's a T-34, isn't it? That they put a load of pallets on to turn it into a Tiger tank or something.
I don't know. Like I say, I know the film I've seen, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
It was actually filmed in Romania or something, wasn't
it? It's not up there with A Bridge Too Far for me.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's
some other classic,
of
its day. I probably have. To be honest with you, it's one of them I could have watched as a kid when figured, and just not, the Bridget Reimagen, wasn't it? And
I'll send you a link.
It goes up with those films like, was it The Guns of Navarone?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah. Force 10 from Navarone or something. Some proper. And then it I tell you what's been running lately. Mosquito Squadron's been on. ITV4, I think.
Yeah.
They always run in 633 Squadron.
That's proper modelling. That is at its best. Planes on wires.
Hey, it might be worth a watch. But last night, the guy who does the artwork for Eddard and all the good artwork stuff. I call him Peter, but I know that's not how you pronounce it, whatever his name is. He's done a thing on the Dam Busters. They've done like this CGI film. Oh, and I can't think what it's called. I'll have to find a link and think it here. But there's some clips on, his homepage where you get all his artwork pictures. At the top, there's a Lancaster picture, and I don't know why I clicked on it because it's quite a cool picture of a Dam Busters Lancaster. But actually, if you scroll down, they're making like this 50-minute sort of CGI film on it, and it looks really good.
Cool.
Really, really good. So, I can't think what I'd have to think it. I ain't got it on this computer, but I have. Hold on, I'll tell you. I'm on the laptop, aren't I? Let me tell you what it's called.
Well, what we'll do as well, when Matt's got it, he can send me the link afterwards, and I'll put the link then underneath.
That was it. I found it. Attack on. How do you pronounce Scorp Dam? Is it SORPE film?
Right.
And it's there's some stuff on there. I could share screen and show you, but I'm not going to.
No, don't do that. We might get caught. But if you send me the link, I will put the link underneath in the show notes for today, and you can pop down below and you can have a look. See.
Yes, it's In Pursuit of Victory, the true story of the May 1943 attack on the dam.
Oh, right.
A film by Andrew Hampton and Peter, however you pronounce it, featuring. Oh, he's got the thingy of Johnny Johnson, the last of kind of, I think, narrates it or tells, is
right,
whatever.
Yeah.
Really good, actually.
It
looks really good.
We will have a look, see.
Yes, there you go.
Right, moving on. Next up with us, we've got Airfix's latest release. This is the Ferret Scout Car Mark II, obviously showing it in Berlin.
Yep.
Everybody needs a ferret.
Everyone needs a ferret, yeah. So, but very nice. So we're saying this is possibly Academies?
They've done the rest of them, so I won't be surprised if it's not moulded and thingied by Academy. I presume it's an Airfix design kit, and then obviously tooling and whatever could be Academy, but I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that. It's I'm only going off obviously the ambulance and the Cromwell whatever they've done in the past have been tooled by Academy for them, so could be.
So it should be pretty good, to be honest. That's what we get.
Yeah, if it's anything like the ambulance build.
If it's anything like the others, it'd be really, really nice.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Simple build. Weekend build, definitely.
Very nice. So if you fancy a ferret, we've got that one up there at £21.59. Ferret. Very nice ferret. And this came as a bit of a shock.
Well, it didn't, did it? We know about it.
Well, we did know about it. We just didn't know how much it was going to cost now. So this is the, obviously, the B-Max Platts Lotus in 1/12 scale. Now, we spoke about this a long time ago. And we were given some information about the pricing, which was correct at time of going to air. Now it's here. It's actually coming via a different source these days, and it's a lot more expensive than we thought. So the recommended retail price of this particular kit now is an eye-watering £275.
Cheap.
But we can do it for you for just £274. Yeah, 99 pence. But we can do it for £246.99. So for 265 quid, we can do it for you as well. There's not a lot of margin in it, to be honest. That's why we can't do much on this one. But again, it's a really nice looking kit. And if you are an F1 fan and you like your big 1/12 scale stuff, then you're not probably going to worry about it too much. It does look really, really nice, as you can see. Some of the built pictures down in here. It's a Lotus 99, so it's quite a classic one. There you go. It was the Monaco GP winner, which means it started first, did it? So it must have been on pole. It was on pole and then just sat there. So
I did look there. There's obviously going to be a few more because that's number one of the series, isn't it?
Yes, big scale series number one. Yes.
So I wonder if they are going to do a few more of them. They've obviously got Lotus. Like everybody's got a
licensing onto it. Yeah,
just they're not shy, are they? About
no, they'll sell out to anyone.
To give it to, because I know the Tamiya Lotus is coming back out one of theirs, isn't it?
Yeah,
the big 1/12 one.
Yeah, the 76 was it?
That could be a 76. Yeah, I don't know whichever one it is. So
have they replaced the markings? Because obviously on this it just says Lotus because it used to be Camel, wasn't it? Was Lotus?
Well, yes, I think if you go back to if we had the original listing, I'm sure it was because the Camel livery was on it, on the boxing.
So we're not sure if it comes. That's what my question was. I wonder if it comes in with it and just not put it on the box art.
I don't know.
I could go back to the original listing, but because I was getting peer pressured about how messy my section was,
it's not messy, Andy. It was just massive.
I know. So I cleared them all out.
Can't you go in your recycling bin and dig it back out?
It's not in my recycling.
Not in that one. Yeah. When it goes from the server like that, it's gone.
It was all on the thing.
Yeah, it was huge. But yeah, so anyway, I'm not sure if it does come with the old Camel. Can you still buy Camel fags? Are they still going?
I don't smoke anymore, so I've got no idea.
That's why I'm asking. I didn't know Camel fags were still
going. When was
going.
the last time you went to a kiosk? A cigarette kiosk,
Yes.
When was the last time you went to one?
I was.
Or a newsagent.
It would have been pre-millennium.
Even if you go anyway, they're behind them thingies, so you don't even know what to sell because you can't see, can you?
No.
Unless you stood behind somebody who goes, "Can I have 20 pence and an edges or something or whatever it is nowadays," and they open it up. But I have no idea whether Camel cigarettes are still.
Yeah, they are still available. Yeah.
I would have thought they would be, but all
right.
I don't know.
The problem is
tipple of Camel.
The box art on them. On the box art on the cigarettes.
Yes.
It's just smoking increases blindness. A picture of an eye with.
Yeah, some horrendous picture to put you off.
So yeah, it's not. Yeah.
No. Okay. Anyway, getting back on track. So
it's a
bit
camel with a bad eye.
Yes, a camel with a eye problem.
With a bit of myxomatosis, is it?
Yeah, it's got a bit of rabies. Was it? Yeah, they could do a film like. Didn't they call one Cocaine Bear? You could do Cocaine Camel. That would be lethal. Another B movie coming to you, courtesy of PM Models. Cocaine Camel. Anyway, it is expensive, but it looks like a very, very nice kit. So if you're into it, let us know and we can get one in. It's not something I think we'll be keeping many in stock.
We're having a wager of how many pre-orders we get on it.
Sweepstake on how many's going to take pre-orders on it. So
and whoever wins the sweepstake has to build it in a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've ordered 50, so
yeah.
Oh God. Right. Yeah. Okay. So we got that one, and that brings us pretty much to where we were last week. We got that Das Works half track in there. Go on.
What was that Camel Lotus? By the way, is a really short pre-order. We can only run it for a week. So if you do want one, it's due out in August.
Yes.
So it is a couple of months. We should be getting them in if anybody puts a name down, obviously.
Another selling factor. I've just read it because it's in the description, but didn't read it. It was Ayrton Senna's winning one from 1987.
There you go.
So if you're a Senna
Always
fan
read
as well,
the description, Phil. If
you're a Senna fan as well, you see that's another tick box there.
Yeah, there's a few, isn't there?
Have we mentioned the Froome Fairy Battle?
Froome.
It's Froome.
Froome Azor in it.
It's got two R's.
We should mention this.
Yeah, we did. We mentioned it the other day.
Did you? What day? What day was it?
I don't know. It was a couple of shows ago we did this, wasn't it? Oh, no, it's only been up 6 days. I was speaking about this the other day on something. Perhaps it's someone else. Sorry, keep going.
Yes.
It looks like it's got a lawnmower engine on it.
the Froome from Azor.
Yes.
Fairy Battle.
Very nice.
Battle for Poland, it says. Not quite sure.
There's 3 versions of it, to be honest.
All right.
Polish squadron, isn't it?
So I think, to be honest, Andy, it might be worth putting the other 2 versions up as well, because there's another.
Yeah, that's why I saw it. There was more versions, isn't there?
Yeah, there was. But when we did it, there was only that one up. So.
Right. Okay.
That's there is still other versions.
Yeah. I'll edit that thread then. I'll put all 3 in the same.
Okay. So that will all be up there.
In the same post.
Well, it's definitely got hurricane wings, isn't it?
Mm.
Got hurricane wings.
Maybe a bit longer.
Got hurricane tails, and then it's been stretched to fit everybody in. So, interesting. Still looks like it's got a lawnmower engine on it.
Yeah.
It's early RAF classic, early Battle of Britain, whatever it was, 39, weren't it, I think?
Yes.
And then it obviously was crap and
quickly removed.
Didn't get used much after that, I don't think. I think it might have gone to the Middle East, to be honest, or somewhere out the way.
Somewhere it won't get shot at.
Yeah, basically. Yes, no, quite a thing aircraft, the Fairy Battle, actually. It's very underrepresented again. I think Airfix did one and it was all wrong.
Yeah.
And then Classic Airframes, I think, did one in 48, which is really hard to find. I think that's, that's quite an odd kit. It's been an odd kit to build as well. I don't think it's been an easy kit to put together. And that's about it, I think. There's not much.
Special Hobby did the Fairy Fulmar, was it? Which is quite similar looking thing.
They've done the Fulmar and stuff. Yeah. I don't think they ever did a Fairy Battle.
No.
But anyway, So anyway, this is a new tooled one. I think it's going to be like a limited run one as well because of the company, but normally they're quite nicely done, to be fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Good job. Right, pop over to questions.
Questions for the team.
First one from Andrew. Wondering if you're looking to get the Trumpeter TBD1 Devastator for filter review. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day, Andrew.
You can get one to review if you want.
I can get one from our said supplier as well, so I can have one sent down if they ever get them in. So,
hey, it's due. It's on the page.
Again, I was going to say it is due. When it comes in, I will grab one and I will get one in for review. And we'll see if their masking templates work. I was
going to say, isn't that Devastator been announced years ago?
Yes, it
like
has.
a real long time ago. Remember when the Dauntless came out and they were going through the Avengers and I'm sure it was announced then and it never materialised. I wonder what's changed.
I don't know. So, but anyway, it's making its way through.
Yeah.
The other one is Chris. He says, hello, chaps. What do you know about the Magic Factory Corsair? We said about this one before. We have discussed this, so there's no point going massively into detail again. I know Magic Factory. They reached out to me just after Christmas, I think it was, and I reviewed their Iron Dome kit, and I spoke to them and all the rest of it. And again, it looks really nice. And I was saying before, the thing is that it's 48 scale. The Tamiya one is showing its age, but this one does look like it's going to be very nice. And actually, for the said price, which we were saying about 70 odd quid.
So yeah, it's a dual combo though, isn't it?
But it's a dual combo, so it's 2 kits for 70 quid. So actually, I don't think that's a bad price either. And you're going to get the birdcage type and the bubbly canopy type, the normal non-birdcage canopy with it as well. So it's a 2-in-1 type box system with this one. To be honest, it looks really nice. Again, it's going to be, it's up against the Tamiya one, but the Tamiya one is, I think, showing its age. And obviously, Hobby Boss have done a shed load of them over the years now, haven't they?
I don't even know what the Hobby Boss one's like.
Yeah, I've done one a while, many moons ago. It was all right. Want the Tamiya one. So the Tamiya one's a lot nicer. But again, I think it's one of those ones. It should be really nice. Iron Dome kit looked really, really nice. Yeah. Generally, what's not to love? And so I did speak to them at quite length about various things. They were very open and honest. So yeah,
it's on the CAD work. It looks really, really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. But company-wise, they were quite open and honest with me when I asked them a few little sticky questions, which, to be honest, every other person I've spoken to shies away from. They ignore your question, or they'll bypass it. We can't say, really. But they were very, very open and honest, which I did quite like about them. So, but no, it looks really nice. And again, it'd be nice to see some of their aircraft line. And if that's their new lineage is going to be like, it should be quite exciting for them.
Yes.
Stuart says, "Hi guys, I've been looking to get a Saab Gripen. John still got his, or he sold it?"
I think he's still got it. Oh, I don't know now.
I don't know. I thought he still had it. Anyway, I've decided on the scale, mainly due to saying the actual, you can't find in the actual kits. Because again, your only option literally is Kitty Hawk ones, which aren't perfect, but they're not unbuildable. But they're nice. So anyway, he says, I want to ask about the 72nd scale ones. Do you know which would be best from the Tamiya, the Revell, and the Italeri kits? I think the Tamiya kits, is the Rebox. I think they're all the same kit.
They're all Italeri kits, because that's the only one who does a Gripen in 72nd, as far as I know.
Yeah. And the other thing to it as well, they are incredibly early ones. These kits date back to the 90s, and they are going to be like the pre-production prototype series. Italeri did these, if I remember rightly, first. What they did is that they did like the Hornet, they did the Eurofighter, and all of these in the smaller scales, but they were all the pre-production type ones. So from an accuracy point of view to a modern one, then to be honest with you, they're not the sharpest tools in the box. What you could do with is someone like Academy doing one, because they tend to do their 72nd ones really nice, or Revell to do a nice new tooled one, because Revell's Hornets are very nice. But yes. Definitely could do with a bit of an update. I'm surprised the Gripen hasn't got much love, considering it's exported quite widely, and it's it is quite a common aircraft. You ever go to a Tiger meet? F-16s and Gripens is all it is.
Yeah, so, I totally agree with you. Yeah, it's a very underrepresented aircraft, isn't it? Yes.
He says also, I know it's probably all rare to find, but in 1/48 scale. Which is best from the Italeri or the Kitty Hawk? Kitty Hawk a million miles. The Italeri one, like I said before, is a prototype version. They're all done in the 90s, those kits. And it's very old Italeri, if you know what I mean. It's softly molded. It's got that funny texture to the skin, to the plastic, and it's literally going to be a seat with a cockpit with some decals in it, and that's about it, type thing. Whereas obviously the Kitty Hawk one is far better. If you can find the Kitty Hawk one and you're a Gripen fan, do it. We've had people do it on the forum before and done absolutely stunning jobs with it. It just takes a little bit of fettling, which is no different to their Jaguar. Still maintain their Jaguar is one of their better kits, and everyone slates it, but it's really nice.
It's how you approach it, though, isn't it? I can't figure for Kitty Hawk because I've never actually built one yet, so I just hear what other people say about them. But I think it's one of them you have to. I don't know, you know this better than me, but kind of deviate from the instructions if you can, because there's a better way of building stuff.
And that is it. Definitely.
And a lot of clean up and test fit.
Yeah, clean up, test fit. And also when you're looking at somewhat like the undercarriage, classic example on the Jaguar, if you do it as the instruction says, it's an absolute nightmare. But if you think about it logically, there's easier ways to do it. And that's what I did with the Jaguar build, for instance. And again, some of the little issues people have, and they say, the panels don't fit and stuff like that. But if you're having them closed, they're easy to fill and then just rescribe them again afterwards. But if you're going to have it displayed open, it's not a problem. So, you know, again, it's one of those things we can now talk about Kitty Hawk fondly now they're not here instead of just bashing them. But but it was a shame because with every release they did near the end, they were definitely getting better, you know. And unfortunately, just as they were actually, you were getting a kit and you're thinking, actually, it's not bad, they went. So
just how it is, isn't it? But yes, I know.
I often wondered. I had a conversation with a friend of mine, last year it was, when we were talking about it. Do you think social media killed Kitty Hawk? Could it have been the first company to actually fold because of negative? Because everyone used to give them hate and say, "Oh, it's unbuildable and it's terrible kit and all the rest of it," which probably put off potential sales.
I'd say you could have a point there. This could be definitely a discussion for another
a proper show. Yeah, we could do a proper show on it. But
I know what you're saying, and I think that's the. I mean, we've said it before, haven't we, about social media and all that? How it's a fine line to tread with stuff, and it could be. You could have. Yeah, it could be.
I think it's the same with anything, isn't it? The reviews and sort of like, you know, people's perception of companies or what have you, or what help build them or kill them, isn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly. But look at this. The Katara Spitfire.
Yeah.
Could be another one from a fledgling company. You know, the feedback off that could, you know, it could
make or break it. Absolutely.
Let's be honest, it could be a make or break because. You know, because of budgets and whatever else, you're never going to get it with the bigger companies anymore. They're too established. So they, you know, I mean, Tamiya get hammered, don't they? Let's be honest for this, but it's never going to affect them in a million years anymore because they're far too. I'm not saying they're bigger than that, but
from a company point of view,
they've already got a good reputation pretty much overall, haven't they?
Yeah, absolutely. But also, I think with Tamiya, they're so broad as a company that you've got their RC side of it. Can fund other things and their slot car sides and the various bits and pieces that they do with Tamiya.
What I'm saying is, though, what I'm saying is they obviously started in the 60s and 70s when it weren't around and went through the 80s and 90s. Kitty Hawk started 2000 and something when, you know, this is the dawn of social media pretty much.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what I'm saying is for companies starting up now, we've got a bigger hill to climb than them 40, 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Because they've already got themselves established and they haven't had to deal with that crap.
No.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you know what I mean? You're starting to anything. I'm not even just saying model it, anything, and you've got that now. Everybody's got an opinion, whether it's right, wrong. I'm just bored, so I'm going to be a keeper. Whatever it is, it's got to be. It's something they must have to think about now. Where obviously before it weren't even on the radar, it weren't even considered.
Care. Yeah.
So you didn't have to worry about that side of it, and now you got to think, oh my god, if this rivet's out of place by $500,000, I'm going to get hammered there because, you know, everybody's going to see it, and it's just one sort of, even a loose comment can be, you know, it can, you know, it's worldwide in seconds, if in milliseconds, whatever, in it. It's
like we were saying, the trouble you had was if you go back to the 60s and 70s, you only had to keep happy maybe 10 publishers. So you send out 10 kits to review, those 10 people put it on, you know, their magazines. That's all you had to worry about. Now, your kit, you know, goes out to everybody on the internet who then writes a review on it.
Well, again, back in then, you weren't saturated with manufacturers.
No,
either. And now there's a lot of manufacturers out there trying to compete for that, you know, and a lot of them, there's so many, like we know, there's only so many real subjects that are going to sell that's going to keep your business going. You're going to do your 109 your Spitfires, your P51s, you know, your F14s, your F4. You can go through it, even that's the aircraft, or if you go in armoured Tiger tanks and Shermans and blah, blah, blah. You can go through it, whichever one. But it's still a small market, if that makes sense, for people who are going to buy it. It's got to be exceptional kit because there's many other different versions out there at different price points and people at different levels and all that. So, you know, I don't know.
It's good for the hobby, though, isn't it? Because it's all like forces manufacturers.
Yes, it does, because it pushes it. You can't. Companies just can't sit there and, well, they do bring out kits from a long time ago. I think that's a good thing. But also, like I said, the other side of it is, like I say, it can be a bit make or break for newer companies at the minute.
We've moved on leaps and bounds over this past 10 years, haven't we?
Oh, God,
yeah, absolutely.
It's going to move on again, isn't it?
Yeah, now
I don't know. We need to talk to manufacturers. We could do a manufacturers on and saying their side of it, of what they think, to it, rather than us here. You just look from the outside, outside in, don't you? Not the inside out. So
yeah, definitely.
It's definitely a conversation for future shows. I think there's a.
Yes, we will do.
It'd be nice to have some feedback
show.
actually, because we know like people do watch, companies watch this, and have some feedback from them and say, what they think when they're designing the kit, how they go about it, and obviously when it gets released or leaked or whatever it is, and do they go back correcting stuff because it's been hammered, or do they run with it, or what? Because we know costing of tooling and but we've heard how much it costs to tool kits and design and all how many years it takes to get on the shelves and stuff. So I don't know. Interesting.
We will do a show on it. Okay, Green says, hello everyone. What would you recommend as the best varnishes, gloss and matte? I was a user of Alclad Aqua Gloss, but this is sadly no more. And I've not tried the MIG Aqua Gloss yet, but wondering if it was anything that we would recommend, preferably as an acrylic varnish for airbrush. Many thanks, Green.
I thought the MIG ones were just
branded Alclad.
Branded Alclad, yeah.
But I don't know because we don't sell MIG. Because we sell our Gen 3s, don't we? Which are nice varnishes.
They did for a while have Alclad and MIG on the bottles, didn't they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
As I say, gloss-wise, if you just want to go like Aqua Gloss, this stuff is pretty much exactly the same as well. This is the Guzzi Agent Shine Enhancer. And again, the other side can't get it. But when I did the Water Bomber, that went over flat paint and it came up absolutely brilliant. And again, it was one of those that really surprised me how well that glossed for an acrylic. Normally, I would hit it with like lacquers and stuff and away you go. But actually, it worked really, really well. So I do like that. And that is pretty much the same as Aqua and obviously is the stuff that's there anyway. So it's just a water-based acrylic clear coat, really nice gloss, incredibly thin. So it works very, very well. As for matting agents, the other one we've been using recently, to be honest, I used it yesterday, is this one, which is the AK matte varnish. This is the matte one. They do an ultra matte as well. So down in here we have, hold on, I can do that as well. So this is AK 11237. And I would say this is perfect for aircraft. It's matte enough to kill the shine, but not to leave it dead flat. So it's just about perfect. I think this is really good. So this is the 3rd gen acrylic one. But as you say, they do a gloss, semi-gloss, matte, and a ultra matte, don't they? Matte.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Yes.
And the ultra matte is pretty flat.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I've got the older ones up there, which we've still got a bit of stock left on, which is a satin and matte. But yeah, the Gen 3 ones are really nice, and especially if you just dab a bit of their thinners in it as well, just to thin it a bit because it's quite thick. You can spray out the bottle, but I wouldn't advise it. I'd definitely put a bit of thinners in it. And that stuff straight, just make sure
straight from the bottle. Yeah.
Straight shook up well and stirred up and everything. And that's straight in your airbrush or brush on. You can brush that on as well. It's really self-leveling and that.
Yeah.
So if you ain't got airbrushes and stuff, that stuff's perfect for it.
So with the AK one, which thinners would you use?
They're Gen 3, the
Gen 3 thinners.
Yeah.
Got that as well.
Yep.
Yeah, works absolutely mega.
Yeah.
You thin it a lot. This stuff's really, really thick. I mean, it's very, very thick. When you put it in, it's like toothpaste almost. But it does thin down really, really nice. But I thin it probably 75%. Nice light coat right the way over it. A couple of light coats. And I've had no problem with it, frosting, going white and anything else like that. And it's just worked really, really nicely. So here we are.
That's always one of the problems with acrylic mats into the frosting, but yeah.
You can see it's still got a bit of shine, but actually it's flat. But
just to say, you know what? I think it was the ultra matte I used, and I had it. I think I put it down too heavy, and it went white on me.
Yeah.
Left it perfect.
Oh,
so don't panic, even if it does go white on you.
Yeah.
just leave it. Don't touch it. Don't do anything, and it will dry out and it will go flat. It will just sort itself out. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Cool.
Good job. Righto. I think that's it. Questions? It is.
It is.
That'll do. Look, we've gone over an hour because we got chatting or waffling. Waffling on. Okay, don't forget you get all usual bits over at the pmmodelsuk.com store. If you pop over there, you can see all the latest bits and pieces. If you've got pre-orders with us, keep an eye out for invoices coming through from Andy and everything. If you could pay those as quickly as possible, it just helps his paperwork flow better, that he's not chasing old
It just
stuff.
means we can get them all sent out as a bulk rather than keep filtering them through and then not realising people are paid and forgetting about them for a week.
Absolutely. So members, if you fancy any of the pre-orders as well, you do have to be a member of the site to grab that. You can put your name up on those, and don't forget, we only invoice you once the kit is actually with us. So when we get the kit in, that's when you get invoiced. There's no money up front or anything else like that. If you do want to cancel any pre-orders, do them as soon as possible, because obviously you can't do it once we've got them here. Or you can, but you have to come up with a good excuse, like you need a kidney or something. So then we might let you off. But it's on a one by one or a person by person system.
You can't have one of mine because I've already lost one. So
yeah, Andy's a bit low on kidneys. So there we go. We will leave it right there. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. And say get all your bits over on the PM store. And if you do need anything and you're not sure about anything, please email us. If you do it at sales@pmmodels.co.uk. And is it co.uk or .com?
.com.
Yeah.
Sorry, PM Models, sales@pmmodels.com. And obviously we can get your bits in. So if you don't see it on the site, let us know and we can probably get it in as well.
Or message me direct on the forum.
Or just, if you're on the forum and that, just message direct and do it that way. Good job. Right, okie dokie. Me and Matt will be back with you tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. So if you want to join us live for that particular one, where we'll be doing things with silvers and chippings and stains, streets.
Hopefully.
And that's not me underpants. Well, it is very warm. So but hopefully we'll be doing lots of those bits as well. So anyway, that's it from us. Happy modelling. Take care. We'll see you all soon, ladies and gentlemen. We're out here. Bye.
Bye.